This, our most famous breakfast burrito is the cheese, the egg, tater tots, and carne asada. When I started making the burrito, the carne asada wasn't out there. And we're the original carne asada breakfast burrito. Right? We got some salsa somewhere.
We're gonna get messy.
You gotta get that.
And a shout out to Dean Godinez for introducing introducing me to Big Arts.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do. Is it spicy? I'm Veronica Cervacio, and I want to introduce to you the man, the myth, the legend, the one who's changing the world one burrito at a time, Art Rodriguez.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, how's it going?
So Art Rodriguez, we just finished going through the process of finding him his first brick and mortar location, and I really wanted to spotlight and amplify his story on how he went from backyard caterer to now a brick and mortar. So welcome to our channel.
Thank you for having me here. This is awesome.
This is great. You know, I'm really excited because obviously Big Arts Burritos, you are becoming a regional name. You're becoming a staple in the San Fernando Valley.
Yes, we are.
I want to know, tell me a little bit about the history. How did you start making burritos?
The burrito idea came in like a little bit before COVID time hit. I had a lot of experience doing catering with my parents back in like 16, 17 years ago. And we was, like you mentioned, we used to just always be in backyards and doing backyard boogies for catering events, birthday parties, stuff like that, a little more family events. And eventually we transitioned right now into like being well known for breakfast burritos. I decided to take out a cooler and on my days off, which were Wednesdays, go out there and sell breakfast burritos.
So you literally just woke up one day like, hey, I'm just gonna go make some burritos and go sit out the corner.
Pretty much.
And just sell.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I used to work at distributing bread at the supermarkets. So we're always up like at 3, 4 in the morning. So like by 6 a.m. you're already looking for something to eat. And I wouldn't see any of the street vendors out. And if something was open, it was like a donut shop or something like that, and they'll take forever to make you a sandwich back there. Not hating on them, but they're really delicious.
They're good, they're good. They just took a lot of time.
And we don't have that time, you know, we're on the clock, we want to go in there, want to get out. And on Wednesdays were my days off, so I was like, if I'm going to sell something, I could sell something in the morning. Maybe I could tell the people that I see at the supermarkets that I work with, and like, hey, I'm going to be selling burritos over there. Start using my social medias into that too. And everybody supported, and we sold out within like 30, 40 minutes. And it was really nice. It was more like having like kind of like that dabbing, like, hey man, I'm really proud of you coming out here and doing this, you know. And I kind of like got a little connection with the customer and the friend, and then from there it just went on and on to where it is now.
I was 19 when I did my first taquiza with my dad. He took me under his wing. He was like, hey, you're gonna come over and do a taco catering with me. And I was like, what? Like, I don't even know how to flip a tortilla.
Tell me, how did you go then from a cooler to even just the stand that you have right now on Devonshire?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things that you have to do when you open up your own business is invest in yourself. I mean, the money that you're getting in is to recycle it, right? You have to create a recycle system for yourself to grow. And if that's what you're looking for, but if you're comfortable, you're stationary, and that's all you want to do, it's a side hustle, then let it so be it. But for me, I had decided to quit my job. So I had decided to really invest in my time into the project. So it was time, money, and it was go big or go home.
Did you have anyone guiding you when you were legitimizing your business? Because I know you had to get permits.
I asked around. I had actually shout out to Compa Vegano. He's the one that connected me with the person that was able to was honorary to get me signed for
your
the
paralegal
S-Corp.
and stuff.
Yeah, for the S-Corp. We're kind of doing the same thing, going from like being legit, being street vendors or being like pop-up vendors to being more of like more legit in the sense of like invoicing corporations, doing more bigger events, being more accessible to insurances and those events that you need meet all those requirements to meet all the requirements to get there, to get those big juicy events.
So network, I think, is your running theme, right? You networked from, you know, people from high school and your family and everyone coming and finding you to help you build your brand. Using that network to learn how to grow.
Right,
and that's actually how you came and got introduced to Boulevard.
Right, and it was through another vendor. It was Jesse's Grind. Shout out to her too. She's been looking into me, and she's been like, hey man, whenever you're ready to, you gotta open up your brick and mortar, have the right people, the Boulevard properties to help you out, to find your locations. They're really good. They helped me out a lot. I was able to reach out to you guys and be open about exactly how organic I am about the business about it. I was just like, it's in your hands. You guys schooled me, and I really appreciate you guys' patience with me. And I know, I don't know anything of real estate or commercial or real estate and all that stuff. But Veronica, you've taken your time with me, and you've been very patient, very informative. You've looked out for me. You've answered phone calls in the morning, in the afternoons, and the night. It's like you're doing your
funny
thing.
Story. I would be
really
on
excited.
the treadmill because you guys are setting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm at the gym at that time. I'm on the phone on the treadmill.
Hey,
we're already working
awesome.
At 6 a.m.
Yeah, we're
so
sharing locations. Yeah. We found our location. We found the budget that we were looking for. Now we're working on that project, and you've still been helping us out, and we want to be part of the city, right? We want to be a landmark. We want to do things right. We want to set that standard high, and we want to set that standard to be organized, to be legit, and to grow, right?
I think that just the legitimate, just that you had your books, you had your payroll, you had your taxes.
Right.
So when Jesse and Carla, when everyone came together that we needed to go, it's like, hey, we got this guy, he's got a great story, he's ready to go brick and mortar. Right. I think that's what made our job a little bit easier, is because you had the know-how and you knew you needed that legitimate background in order to even move into.
To get forward, yeah.
Because that's something that the landlords want to see.
A lot of things have changed now from, when was it, August?
I want to say it was like August, September of last year.
Yeah, I think my knowledge is a lot different. My approach into things are a lot different. My patience have gotten a little bit better. And we're building out this project, and you guys have been there step of the way, and I'm really excited. It's going to be really cool to finally get this grand opening.
That's going to be exciting because, again, it's your success story. Right. And I know when you did your video that you announced to your family, like you just see the pride in your dad's eyes, your mom's eyes. Like I was really watching your mom. I'm a mom. And she just had such this glow when she was talking about, even how when she was talking about she does the salsas.
Es uno de mis tesoros. Yo soy la salsera, excuse me. Yo hago la salsa verde, la salsa roja, salsa de aguacate. Mira, yo cuando estoy preparando, yo soy feliz porque todo eso es sazón para la comida.
Does she still do all of that?
Yeah, she does her salsa. She's a salsa lady. There's something about my mom is I remember one time we're having dinner and it gets a little emotional, but she went around my back and my neck, and she was like, one day he's gonna take care of all of us. And at this moment, it was like 10, 12 years ago. I didn't start breakfast burritos yet. And when she told me that, I took it pretty serious. And it's weird how just things work out, and I always owe it to her. And then she's been always right behind us and cheering us on, and all that stuff. So, and then my dad, always coming from Latino families, right? How are you gonna do this all full time? Wow. He was just dude, it's a lot of work. There's a lot of people selling. It's very nervous, right? Very nervous for the son to just do something that is very out of the ordinary, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are starting businesses, they're either in tech or they're in social media, we're trying to do a YouTube, it's they don't get it, right? And so there's not a good way for them to find well, what can I support you with? It's I don't know how, maybe I think that's probably why they're kind of nervous, because they don't know how to help you, because they've never really done it. But then it's kind of you still want that support of that kind of that approval, right?
Right.
Big shout out to both of my parents. They've always, you have to help your kid out, grow, find a way, be patient with them. They're going to be right there with you. Yeah.
Right. It's you're for your kids, and then even as a child, you're making your parents proud.
Right, definitely.
And you're making your community proud, honestly. Right, you get the high fives, you get the random people who follow you on social media that they're just congratulating you. And I think,
definitely.
Jesse, Carla, and I being part of that story is it's amazing. Right. And that, when we handed you those keys, it's okay, here you go. It's you graduated, you're coming in.
Exactly.
And now we want our burritos.
Right, yes, that's awesome.
We want our burritos.
Yeah.
But, it's just really great. And I know a lot of, your stories that you would tell is you were working in the mornings
Right.
so that you can go and spend time with your daughters.
Right,
and I think
right.
you taking control of your time, and that's really what
Right.
it is being an entrepreneur. It's like, yes, there's a lot of entrepreneurs and, you know, people that we've all worked with and we all know that are paving the way for themselves, but, you know, doing it yourself is one, you know, testament to your drive, your
Right,
determination to do it. But I think the message that we want to send out is you're not alone.
Right.
It's your network. You feel
Right.
like you're so isolated and alone.
Right.
But just like you had Jesse's grind, you had Compa Villano, you had your tax guy, you
Right.
had everybody
Right.
to just help you.
Buy
And
in.
when you look behind you, it's like it's that village.
For me to have time to come and do a podcast, to come and network with other vendors or other organizations, I need time, right? And we need to be open. So big shout out to my team. They're open. You know, they're handling it now. You know, they believe in it. You know, they let me come out and do my thing, and I appreciate my team. You know, so I feel like when you're a business owner, you want to give back to your teams. You know, like you want to give back to your employees. You want to treat them right, treat them with respect. You know, they're taking care of your product. They're taking care of your business. You know what I mean? They're giving you all the time to grow. So the best thing to do is just treat them with that respect. You know, like big shout out to Carlos, to Marco, and Yordi. There's nothing like this will be happening without them.
And I think the emotion that you're showing is just, that's the pride that goes into your business. That's the
yeah.
pride that then translates to delivering a great burrito. And you're really bringing people together
Right.
at Big Arts.
Yeah, I think that's our biggest accomplishment, right? Like to be able to show that to the customer that we're not just there to make money, we're there to build a community. And we're changing the world one burrito at a time.
Burrito at a time. I like that. I really do.
When I was in 5th grade, when I graduated 5th grade, I mean, that's been what, like 30 years ago? No, like maybe like 20 years ago. Yeah, like I'm going too far. Like I'm not, you know, and there's like these books that they will give you to autograph, to get autographs or whatever, like to have like a memory lane memory book or something. So I gave it to this assistant teacher that will always be there, Miss Carrillo at the moment. So big shout out to her if she ever hears this out from Telfair Elementary. And she put something that like I was gonna be the president one day.
Okay.
And I was like, what? But now I'm the president of Big Arts Tacos.
You're the president of the company.
So there it is.
You know,
so
it's
like
there.
It's always engraved. So it's really cool to tell kids good stuff because you never know, like it might end up happening.
You know what?
Yeah.
And that's just the power of just knowing your goal. Being part of Big Arts and your success, honestly, it's a success story.
Right.
You know, the grand opening is still just around the corner for Chatsworth.
Right.
We're
just
ready
getting started.
For that.
We're just getting started into that other side of the business, right? Of where we're really trying to like brand and market and be that breakfast burrito and be that proud landmark from the valley, from San Fernando, from Pacoima, you know, like just a kid that with immigrant parents, you know, getting shit done.
So how can people find you on social media?
Big Arts Tacos. Pretty much all of our trademarks are Big Arts Tacos, and yeah. Check
And
us
when
out.
can they find you on? Right now, it'd be in Granada.
Right now,
Hills
right now
and
we're
Mission
open.
Hills.
Yeah, right now we're in Mission Hills on Devonshire and Sepulveda on the Devonshire side, right next to the Bank of America. We're there from Wednesday to Sunday. Wednesday to Saturdays, we're there from 6:30 in the morning to about 11:30 in the morning.
Until sellout.
Or
I know,
sellout.
It's like I know people get mad. It's like you're
Yeah,
supposed to be here till 11:30.
yeah. It's like we're trying
Wake
to
up.
push it, but I mean that's why the brick and mortars are coming, so we could be able to be more organized, be able to keep that quality control on our food, and keep creating good, safe work environments for all the people that want to work. I want to help anybody that wants to help us out. You know what I mean? If you're in our team, you're in good hands.
Right.
If you're a customer of ours, you're in good hands. So you're not just buying burritos off of us. You're buying a community. You're buying a vibe, and that's what we're gonna trend ourselves to be in all forever. You know.
So here we go. Here's delivery from Team Budines of the burritos.
Yeah.
And this
That
is
one
from
is spicy.
this is from Mama. This is Mama Rodriguez, right?
This is Mom's kitchen right here. So,
And I like
you
that
know?
because the burrito is honestly, because you have crazy stuff. You
Right.
have the French toast, you have chilaquiles.
Yeah.
So you're taking mom's breakfast on
Right,
the road.
right,
You're
right.
just wrapping it up in a burrito,
Exactly.
in a tortilla.
those are my guys. That's Sean delivers a tortilla for me, and he makes sure that our tortilla is like the best tortilla right now. And we talk about how can we perfect the tortilla still, and I think right now we have a really good one. You see, it's a little yellow, it's a little see-through, and that's like it's very buttery.
Ooh,
like
it's
so. Big shout out to Sean and his team out there, Golden Burrito. Man, we've been working on a tortilla that just Big Arts is gonna be able to staple.
Wow.
As well. Yeah.
So and this is actually a good tortilla.
Yes,
so
man.
Boulevard, we get a thumbs up on. So thank you for coming in.
Definitely.
Shout out to everyone who helped us get to where we're getting. And the coming soon, we'll make the announcement as soon as it's there. But go ahead and visit him on Sepulveda and Devonshire Wednesdays through Sundays from 6 a.m. to sell out. Till sell out. We're not saying 11:30. We're saying till sell out. So if you don't get it, you don't get it. You snooze, you lose. So thank you, Art. Looking really forward to continuing this,
thank you so much.
this business relationship.
Awesome. Yeah.
And make sure you guys continue to check us out on the Boulevard Estate Properties podcast.